You have been collaborating with Guillermo 20 years since you made Kronos. Uh, what's been changing in the process of working with him?
Well, each painting that he paints is got a different group of of parameters of colors, and but his worldview is essentially the same as it's always been. His fascination for creatures and monsters as a metaphor for something that either exists in too great an amount in humans or too less an amount in humans. That's basically why he's fascinated by these fantastical stories. And he's evolved to the point where he just finished making the biggest movie of his career and the most epic movie of his career. But his sensibility is very much the same guy that I met 21 years ago when we made Kronos.
What's now the difference of doing a movie this big?
Nothing has changed. I mean, the act of giving a performance as a character, for me, is the same if I'm working on a movie that costs zero than if I'm working on a movie that costs 300 million zeros. It's the same thing. I need to find out who the guy is and then bring him to life. And that it doesn't matter to me any of the external circumstances. That's the business of the filmmaker.
Can you explain me your character a little bit?
Well, in this movie, I play a guy named Hannibal Chow. It's not his real name. He's a made-up guy. He makes himself up so that he can corner the market. He's someone who worships the accumulation of money above all things, with the exclusion of everything else. He has no political affiliations, no idealism, no loyalties, no family, just a lot of really, really expensive things.
I read yesterday that you were talking about bringing legendary pictures for Hellboy. I know that the character needs a great end. And have you been working on something right now on that?
Guillermo has had the ending for the trilogy for 10 years. He always knew where it was going to land, and he shared it with me. Not all of it, but enough of it so that I know it will be the most epic installment of Hellboy, and something that really should be seen, particularly since the first two movies created this promise between the audience and us that needs to be delivered, that should be delivered, not needs. It's just movies. There's no need. Need doesn't come into the conversation, but it would sure be cool.